Hello, I'm making this video to invite you to my art event entitled Reclaiming the Goddess, and it is both an online and an in-person event. It starts today online on May 8th, and it culminates in 2 days of an in-person event in Potomac, Maryland on June 22nd and 23rd, Saturdays, and that's Saturday and a Sunday if I didn't already mention that. So I also wanted to tell you something about this series of paintings, this Reclaiming the Goddess series of paintings. I made these paintings between 2006 and 2008, and they are an expression of my ongoing search or quest for images of the female divine, the goddess, as well as exploration of different female archetypes. And this has shown up in my work in a lot of different ways. In the books that I've written, the series, The Adventures of Isabel, also incorporates a lot of goddess figures, female archetypes, but also female archetypal characters that I use names of goddesses from all different cultures and different times. Because I found that growing up in this Judeo-Christian society, the images that I was exposed to of the feminine divine were very limited. So that sent me on a search long before 2006, but it was in 2006 through 2008 that I made these pieces. And I showed them together one time back in, I don't remember, like 2008 or 2009. But I never really was ready to part with them before now. Before that, I was selling a lot of my artwork, and that was just a part of it. But with these pieces, I think I needed to have them here in my gallery showroom, kind of protecting me and keeping me close. And they've been here, and they've kept me company, and I've gotten a lot of beautiful energy from them. But it's time for me to let them go. And I'm also going through a big transition, so I'm shedding a lot. I'm selling, I'm giving away a lot of things, and so I thought this would be a good time to make these pieces available, and so that I can share them with other people, so that, and they do have a lot of power and magic, and I want to share that with other people. So that's some background on the series itself. In terms of how the art event will work for the online portion, to see these paintings in their two-dimensional form, you can go to my website, my art website, which is NicoleCutts.com. Click on the portfolio and you'll see 3 portfolios. Reclaiming the Goddess is the first one, landscapes and abstracts. So these all live together. The other thing that's important to know is that I will be giving 10% of all of the sales of these paintings to an organization called CARE that supports women. And I'll have more details, of course, in the text of this invitation, but I just wanted to tell you about that now. So I'm going to show you just a few of the pieces, sort of a sneak peek of some of the pieces in the series. I'm going to start here with this, which is entitled The Goddess Unites with Her Vision. And of course, it's the symbolism of the caterpillar and the chrysalis and the butterfly and the breaking out. That's a very powerful symbolism for me about transformation, but also breaking free, and the idea of a woman uniting with her vision. I have a theoretical model around that called the Vision Realization Continuum, but I really think that our visions are given to us, and it's our job to unite with them and bring them to the world. So that's what this symbolizes. As I mentioned, a lot of my search has to do with the female goddesses, feminine goddesses. So some of the names, just a couple of the names, are taken from real life goddesses from different cultures. So for example, this one, which archetypally is a warrior goddess, but this is entitled Nujalik, Goddess of the Hunt, and Nujalik is an Inuit Indian goddess. And as you can see, she's a huntress. This is a mixed media piece. I used burlap on a wooden frame, and this is bark, which I sewed to the burlap, and used shells and bamboo and some paint and obviously some feathers. So I really like mixed media. The next piece I want to show you is entitled The Tree of Life. Okay, I want you to get a view of this. So this is another mixed media piece. It's like a totem, and burlap, as well as clay and mud, paint. I used a lot of Adinkra symbols in this, the Adinkra symbols from Ghana. And I also used yarn and some palm and shells. And as you can see, this goddess from the Tree of Life is the female goddess, and I have the symbolism of the snake, which is also a very important totem animal for me. Also symbolizing transformation, but as well as knowledge. This piece is entitled Ixamica from Within the Cave, and I used sewed canvas on top of burlap, and the little glinting that you see, these are pieces of the mineral mica, like we used to make formica counters. And then I also used some yarn and other materials to braid, as well as wire and shells and feathers and beads, because I love that kind of stuff. And I use mud here, so it has a very rough texture of that piece. Here's another piece that I really like, which is called the Goddess of Fire, Night, and Magic, and it's a triple-headed goddess. And I just love the red color. I was using a lot of red when I was painting. I did a lot of symbolic abstract work, and I really like this deep red, and so it carried over into this painting. This is another mixed media entitled Goddess Dreaming. Again, it is bark sewn onto burlap with shells and some painting and yarn. And then this piece is called the Supreme Being. And this incorporates several different goddesses. One is Imanjah, you can see back there in the inner temple. And then I also have some Catholic saints in Mary, and I'm not sure who that one is, but this one is also a goddess, but I combined her with this head of the deer, which is actually, it's like collage mixed media. And this piece over here is called Green Tara. It's one of the 21 Taras, and this one is called Tara, Goddess of Compassion. Again, mixed media. This is made on wood, and mixed media with chain and collage and symbols. And the last piece that I'm going to show you is called Grandmother Goddess. And this piece is to honor the grandmother figure, the crone, the older wise woman. And it's actually modeled after my maternal grandmother, who had such a beautiful smile. So these are my pieces. Not all of them. I have a Mami Wata upstairs, but I'm going to stop with this for now. And if you have any questions about the series, please let me know. All of the details that you need to know to attend the online and the in-person event will be in the body of wherever you find this video. And thank you for taking the time to do this little gallery visit with me. And I hope that I will hear from you online or possibly see you. Also, coincidentally, those 2 days, June 22nd and 23rd, come right after the beginning of summer. So it's a great time to celebrate summer. So come on out, and I hope you are having a fabulous day wherever you are. Thanks. Bye.